Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome to part 2 of the Assassin's Creed Syndicate DLC, Jack the Ripper. We are a couple of minutes late this evening, mainly because YouTube picks its moments to decide who wants to verify who you are. And for some reason, no matter if I'm on YouTube during the day doing different things for the channel, it will wait until the moment I want to stream, and then you need to like verify who you are, which isn't an issue in itself. But it's a pain. And every time it does it to me just about the stream, and it takes a couple of minutes to sort it all out, and it's just a nightmare. But we are back with part 2 of Jack the Ripper, as we continue on to find out what's happened to Jacob. Is he alive? And who is Jack the Ripper? We know he's an ex-assassin. We know he was an assassin. We know he was taught by Jacob. We know when they went to India to train, he was one of the boys that went with him as an initiate. We know that. That's about it, though. The actual knowledge we have is very small as it stands, so very interested to see how that story develops. But good evening, I hope everyone's well, hope everyone's had a good week so far. I know our streams this week have been a bit sporadic. Organised, but sporadic. And it'll be the same next week, I'm afraid, as well. Just because it's still some holidays. One interesting thing to note, and I was going to mention this on the Genshin stream on Tuesday evening, but I completely forgot about it. So our first stream of the DLC got a copyright claim. Now, copyright claims aren't anything against the channel. It doesn't affect you directly. It just means that if you were monetized, revenue would go to whoever owns the rights. And I believe there's music in the Jack the Ripper DLC that is just there, and I haven't turned it off. It is there. It doesn't bother me so much. It doesn't affect anything. Weirdly, we got claimed over it, and that's not an issue in itself. I'm not fussed about being claimed. What's weirder, normally a claim says the monetization goes to the person who owns the rights to the music or that kind of stuff, or this content can't be shown in certain countries. This claim has no restrictions. None. I've never had that before. That was a weird one. Has no restrictions. Sorry, I was just checking that. I think it's this music that's doing me. But yeah, there's no restrictions whatsoever. Which I just thought, that's a little bit weird. But it is what it is. Thank you for the like, good, much appreciated. So, we've got 2 hours this evening to try, or just under, we are a couple minutes late, I know, to try and see how much more we can get done. We've got, after this week, about 2 more weeks of summer holidays, and then we'll be starting the Ghost of Tsushima. Heads up, because I know about it, so I'll let you guys know as well. So, I received an email yesterday stating that I had an appointment to have injections in the spine. Now, I have a date, it's in October, but my insurance are trying to move it closer. What I don't know is what happens. So I've got no information to tell me pre-care, aftercare. The only reason I kind of guessed what it was for, because it involved anaesthesia. But I don't know what it's going to entail. It may knock me out for a couple of days, it might not, I don't know. So, once I know more, I'll let you guys know. At this stage, I don't know enough to be able to say too much. But yeah, in October we may finally get the injections that we've been waiting for. Not that I'm looking forward to it. But it would be nice to know. You know, some sort of aftercare would be nice. Know what, do I need someone around me at all times? You know, are they going just in the spine or are they going in the ankle? I don't know. And it's really frustrating that I don't know. Thank you for the like, it was much appreciated. But, enough of that. So, we started this on Monday evening. And it's an interesting story. I'm not a fan of how... I've completely forgotten her name. How have I forgotten her name? Evie, that's the word I was after. I'm not a massive fan of how Evie looks. I just don't understand that aging process they've used on her. Jacob, when the pictures of him we saw, seems to have aged okay. Are you really going to come over here? I dare you. Yeah, Jacob looks okay.
Why don't I rip your empty head off? You won't get it out alive. I'm coming over and teaching you a bloody lesson.
Yeah, you won't be coming over here now. I didn't even mean to get in a fist fight. This wasn't what I intended.
I'm here for you.
A nice double kill though. Double kills aren't too bad. I don't want to carry him. I wanted to loot. I can't loot. Okay. Well, there is a chest nearby. Let's go and do that. But as soon as I have any more information, I'll let you guys know as well, and then we'll try and work out what's going to happen streaming-wise. Hopefully, I'll be ahead enough. I'm using a lot of the content that I've done ahead of time over the summer holidays to make up for the lack of streams. But I should hopefully be okay when I have to go and have this done as well. So there should always be content on the channel daily. That is always the aim. So, we finished the last stream. We're ready to do the next mission, which is... Let's have a quick look. Over here. A Monsters Creed Prisoners. And we get a Firearms Templar shootout. Okay. That's what we get for it. We are on our way there. There are lots of other missions to do, and we want to do everything we can within the game itself. The main story kind of takes priority to a degree. We have been trying to clear as we go. I don't know how much of the map we're going to actually visit in this DLC. I'd be surprised if it's much more than where we are now. Just because everything else is kind of greyed out. So I would kind of not expect us to go much further afield. So make clearing a little bit easier. But we'll grab the chest since we're next to it anyway. Lots of these we need to do. Letters. Slow Carriage Escape 1. Some of them got weird names. But we'll go and do the mission, and then we'll have a look around depending on what's next afterwards. But we'll grab the next chest that's near us while we're here. But yeah, as far as the moves of Evie goes, you can see how her fighting technique has developed. The fear factor that Jack the Ripper uses, but also Evie can use. I like the way that's been explained. Because in a lot of ways, I was half expecting it not to be explained, if that makes sense. Because when we first heard we could do it, I do want to nip to the shop, really. I was kind of like, well, how can Evie do it and Jack the Ripper do it? It makes no sense. But they did explain it a little bit down the line, and it did make sense, you know. The whole thing about that...
You looking for trouble?
I keep pressing that accidentally. That wasn't intentional. Okay, everyone gone now? Can I actually buy what I need from the shop? Will that guy stop screaming? It makes sense that obviously Jack the Ripper was taught in India, which is why Evie does the same moves and the same fear factor, because it comes from the Indian way of fighting. Thank you for the likes, much appreciated. The two of them, very much appreciated whoever they were. Good evening, High Dusk, how are you? So, I like the way it's explained. I think it should have been explained a little bit earlier than it was, because the question I was asking at the time when we first found out Evie could do the same thing was, how? So I think they kind of lapsed a little bit in the timing of explaining how Evie could do the exact same thing as Jack the Ripper, but once it's explained, it does make sense. Which is, I'm glad they've explained it. Because it does seem a weird one unless you are aware of why. We did just pick up this illustration from the historical ads, waiting for admission. We have got a person. Why have we not? If you know what we like with the streams, we always read everything there is to offer. Why? I think I've gained this because I've just picked up the ad. I think. I was thinking we always read these. Why am I missing one? So this is Arthur Weaversbrook. He was a British newspaper proprietor from 1885 until 1903. Arthur is the son of Malcolm Weaversbrook, who established a printing company in Fleet Street after learning the printing trade in Germany, and quickly acquired a daily newspaper when his current publisher failed to find his readership. Arthur realised his father's dream by selling one of the first penny papers in London. His newspaper garnered more readers than any other paper in the city due to its graphic coverage of the Ripper murders, and notably the publication of several of the serial killer's correspondence, the infamous Ripper letters. I'm pretty sure the adage violent sells can be dated back to this particularly dark period of London's history, and remains true today. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. Okay, let's go on to the next mission. and see what it's going to entail. Now, the actual icon is an assassination. So I'm guessing that's what we're about to be doing. But in what style will that be? That's the thing. Is it going to be a free style? Is it going to be something we're going to have to find our own way in and out? I'm not too sure. But a Monsters Creed Prisoners is the mission we're going for. Evie has discovered that Jack transports his hostages downriver to old Hulk prison ships and an abandoned garrison in the deep sea port of Deptford. It's time to shut down his operation. Let's have a look. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. In some ways, it's nice the DLC focus on one character, i.e. Evie, and not both Jacob and Evie. I enjoyed changing between the two during the main game. But it wouldn't kind of make sense at this point, would it, I suppose? But I am interested to see what happened to Jacob, as we still don't know. Is he alive? Is he dead? You know. Hopefully he's alive.
These old Navy ships were hulked out to hold prisoners until they were assigned a convict ship leaving for the colonies. So this is where Jack keeps his quarry.
Okay.
Let's see if Jack is paying a visit to his captives.
He's not going to be here, is he? We did just gain a new database entry, so just to check. It's a location, I think. Deptford Hulks. Yeah. Where decommissioned warships go. So, optional objective, frighten 4 enemies in the prison boats. We can do that. So, is there a map? Yes. So, this map is separate to the main map. It looks very different to the main map, to be fair. That's something we've got to pay attention to. Yeah. I wasn't expecting a different map, so that's interesting. There's the ships, or one of them at least. So I'm just looking to see if there's anything to pick up. I was going to go over the rope, but I think we just hop across, I think, is the best way. There's no enemy here. There is a guy there, okay. And we do need to frighten people. I want to take out the alarm as quickly as possible, I think. Alarm bell's gone. Alright, let's frighten these guys. We need to frighten 4. The sooner we do it, the better. What I was going to do, what I need to do is throw a fear bomb. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to throw the fear bomb at them. It won't let me throw it, because that would have counted as fear. Oh, I could just do a brutal assassination, couldn't I, to be fair? Do that. That should be 2. Should be 2 frightened already then. The aim, I was going to go for a fear bomb, but obviously it didn't quite work. Yeah, I don't think they're going to want to fire so much more. We still need to find a few more people. 2 more, in fact. There's 2 here. Fact. Trying to use height to our advantage for a minute. They're over there, aren't they? If I use 2 fear bombs, that should count as 4 people frightened. There you go. So the optional's now done. It's always nice to get the optional out of the way as early as possible. I find, anyway. Thanks for the like, much appreciated, whatever that was. Okay, this is where we're reaching. There's a chest just here. Grab that first. We'll swap out those as well. Before we go down, let's go up. There is a helix glitch here. Might as well grab it while we're here. There we go. There's meant to be 2 helix glitches here, supposedly. Can't see where the other one is just now. Then we might be heading into the town, I'm not sure. Okay, we're heading under. What is going to wait for us downstairs? Okay, talk to the prisoners. No guards.
Jacob, is that you?
Help me. Miss, please, why am I here? No one will tell me.
It's Jack! Jack the Ripper, I say! He's the one who abducted us!
He starves and tortures us until we write to our families, begging them to do as he dictates, or we'll be slaughtered.
Is he here? Have you seen the Ripper recently?
Not for weeks. But he'll come back.
Not for
And
weeks.
bring more poor sods to dance on the waters called for him.
Okay. Find the prisoners on the second boat. So this is only one boat. Although to say that, there's not many people here. There's only a few. Doesn't make what
Jack
he's
has
doing
locked
right
them up
though.
like animals. They'll all die of cholera. If the Chief Warder doesn't hang them first.
Okay, second boat it is. Can't climb. Oh, we can climb this way. There's a load of barbed wire on that. Okay. Second boat. Oh, there is an enemy there. There's a few enemies here then. Be aware of. Trusty knives. And there's an alarm bell in this section as well. Okay, where is that alarm bell? My first thinking. Always try and be as careful as possible, just because it makes life a lot easier if you're not getting caught and killed easily. Good knife to the head does help. Coming back this way, you might spot the body, but should be okay. Remember, the brute can't be... You can't do anything to the brute to scare him, it doesn't work. Those two coming this way though. No, they're backing off. They may see bodies at some point. Okay, them two might see bodies as well. Just take as many guards as possible, makes our life a lot easier. You walking down? Come and check. Come and check the bodies. He's not close enough. Why is he not close enough? Come on. How are you not close enough from there? It's taking out all the others, but I can't take him out because he's not quite close enough. Okay. Just not close enough, is he? He will be now, though, I think. I think we've taken out every guard now. It's always nice to take them all out ahead of time. Okay, we'll do the alarm bell just to be sure. I know he says to speak up there. I want to find this chest as well that's nearby, to be fair. Always make sure you grab as much as you can when you've got nothing to worry about, and this is the time to do it. Means you don't have to spend any money at least. I think there's a few issues graphically with the dead bodies. That neck seemed a bit weird. I think we did a good job of taking them all out though. Right, there is a chest down there somewhere. There's more enemies. We're heading into town in a minute, I think. There's nothing there, is there? Yeah, I've got a feeling we're heading into town. There's more guards that way. That would be my current guess. Let's speak to these guys.
I beg you, don't leave us to perish. The Chief Warder is a vile, sadistic man. No one spoke to me for weeks. Then the Warder's assistant came to ask me how much I weigh.
I need to get into the main prison and find the Chief Warder before he hangs another man for Jack's entertainment.
Okay, so the Chief Warder is the person we're looking for. We're going to get to that vantage point. We might as well clear some of these guys along the way. Makes our life easier. And since we're a dab hand with the knives, it makes sense to use them as a weapon of choice where possible. I don't want to jump into the water. I'm not rushing anything, just because it's kind of pointless to get seen unnecessarily. So the more stealthy we can be. Thank you for the like, much appreciated whatever that was. The more stealthy we can be, the better, really. Come on, you come up as well. How are you not close enough? That's really weird, isn't it? How close he is to who I've already taken out, and I can't hit him with a knife. He's not quite close enough. Just a little bit closer. I might be close enough now. Where's he going? Oh, he's gone underneath the... Okay, he's gone underneath. That hasn't... It's not really helped, does it? Oh, he's climbing back up. You're walking away from me, you are. Okay. Yeah, there's no point being seen sooner than we have to be. There's no point getting into a big fight when we can stay a little bit more undetected for longer. Nicely done. And because we don't know how many men are here, best to keep restocking up where possible. Thanks for the like, much appreciated whatever that was. Okay. So we're still going to make our way to the vantage point. I'm going to try and stay out of too many fights on the way there as possible, as I just don't want to cause a big ruckus before we know what's really happening. There is a sniper on the roof there to be a little bit wary of. I think there's something blocking their view, isn't there? I think I can walk here without being seen. Good evening, Magnus. How are you? No, this is the DLC, Jack the Ripper DLC. So we are... There's two there. This is at the shipyard where Jack the Ripper is storing his victims, who are currently still alive. Thanks for the like, much appreciated whoever that was. So no, World War I, we did that in the main game playthrough. This is the DLC. So this is London 15 years after the main game finishes.
What's going on? Need help?
You'd think they'd react a bit differently, wouldn't you? You now see it. It is a cool DLC. It's the first time I've ever played the DLC. So far so good though. Can I hit that from here? No. Okay. Okay. We know where we've got to get to. While I've got a chance, I think we've got a few guards out the way. There is a spotter here. I'd like to be a little bit wary of.
Get her! Get her!
That's what I was trying to avoid. That. Come here. Try and avoid a big fight. Do they know where I am? I don't think they know where I am, so I'm okay. Got to get across to there. I could obviously use a fear takedown, but Try and stay out of their way for a minute. That might not work if I drop down. So I was trying to be as discreet as possible for as long as possible. Obviously, not doing a very good job of it. We survive. Right, this is the vantage point. Let's find out what we need to do within this mission itself. I think we're going to infiltrate and take out the warder. But is Jacob inside? That's the question.
Go and dredge your Thames, you lazy bastards! The Chief Warder wants privacy.
So head guard, there's an infiltration opportunity there.
Don't lose heart, gentlemen. We can break out of here if we work together.
Well, it's no use.
Oh.
We need explosives to blast through those doors.
Prisoners might want to help us.
You gotta get the weight just right. Drop them gentle. Let them do the work.
And a unique kill.
Stretch their gullets a good 4 or 5 inches before they croak.
And there's the Chief Warder. So, as always, we always try and get the unique kill where possible. If it goes wrong, we'll just do it as best we can. But we'll always try for the unique kill. Just because I'm curious, is there any information on the Chief Warder? No. Okay, I wondered if there would be. Okay, there is also... Where is it? So somewhere behind us, over this way, should be... For some reason I can't see it. The Animus glitch, but I can't see it from here. Lots of guards around to be aware of. I think a leap of faith would be a bad idea at this point. Which is my favourite Assassin's Creed game, so I always answer with the same answer every time, and it's the first one. Mainly because it's the Assassin's Creed game that got me into the franchise. On the channel... Okay, I wasn't going to jump down. We've done every Assassin's Creed game in the franchise. We've just got Syndicate to finish and Assassin's Creed Chronicles, then we're all done. But I always say my favourite is the first one because it's what got me into the whole franchise anyway as a whole. And I remember when that game came out, that view you had of riding towards Bethlehem was incredible and massively ahead of its time when it actually was out originally. So yeah, my favourite has always been the first one. I think if I replayed it now with today's graphics, so I'm just curious where there's glitches. I'm underneath it. Can't see it. I wonder if I need to... It says I'm underneath it there. I'm going to try and jump in and see if it pops up. I think if I played it now, I would probably have a different opinion. Only because I just think it probably doesn't hold up graphically. Is it straight above me? We also try and clear everything we can, but I can't see the Animus glitch. But it should be there. My only thinking is we have to jump off the top. We'll try that quickly before cracking on. But yeah, we start... We're hopefully going to have time to get the platinum, but we're going to hope... The plan is to start Ghost of Tsushima 5th of September. As that's been voted for by the subscribers as our next main game, live stream game. But yeah, I kind of hope in September we hear about the remaster to Assassin's Creed 1. I know a lot of people are expecting it. In September there's a big live stream talking about what's coming up with the franchise. I'm hoping that's one of the things they announce. That's the hope anyway, because I think a lot of people want it. I think it'd be nice to play it again. I do think my opinion of it being my favourite may change, only because I don't know if it's going to have held up well, considering the graphics we have now with things. You know, when it first came out, I think it was ahead of its time, but now, obviously, we've had a lot more games, better graphics, better visuals. It's just different now, isn't it? So I'm not sure how well it hold up, but I'd be interested to do it. Okay, there's a watcher there. I do want to take them out if possible. Okay. Trying to think what we go for first, really. Without obviously causing too much of a ruckus if we can avoid it. I wouldn't say Altair's my favourite, no. I think my favourite game is Assassin's Creed 1. Favourite assassin? I don't know. That's a tricky one, to be fair, favourite assassin. Do you know what? I'd probably go with something a bit controversial. I'd probably go maybe Shay. Mainly because I liked his views. He was trying to do the right thing when he turned on the assassins, because he believed they should have done more to help. And I liked the fact he stood up to his values. You know, he didn't compromise himself. So maybe Shay, to be honest. That's probably really controversial, I know. Steal the headguard's key, activate the pulley. Okay, we've got to steal the headguard's key from here. There's a few too many guards here, really, to be fair. Yeah, and I've been seeing. I was trying to avoid. A bit of fear does everyone some good. Right, let's you gone. Right. They're not all going to attack because of the fear, but take out the ones we have to. Okay, we do need to loot the key. Are you going to come after us as well? Or are you running away? He is running. We'll let him run. We have the key at least. What about you? What's your favourite game? What's your favourite assassin? Okay, chest here. What's that going to give us? Oh, he gave us a new colour. That one did. Right, there is another chest nearby while we're here. I always like to try and clear what we can when we can. And since we're in a different map area, kind of want to grab whatever we can. Save us coming back later, really. So, we've gained the key. We now need to infiltrate the warehouse. We need to infiltrate the warehouse, talk to the prisoners over there, and activate the pulley. Okay. There's a few different things we need to do if we want this unique kill as well. Ignore the assassination. We have got a key to open up there, which I think is the infiltration. I want to speak to the prisoners ideally, as I'd like to have them on side if we can. Let's get across to the prisoners. Alright, they're going the other way. It's fine. I've actually got to go where these guys are, don't I think? I've got some dynamite here as well. Okay. I'm not here, you didn't see me. There is another two there. Obviously, if I can take them out, that would help us. Can I not do it? I can't do a double. Do a normal assassination rather than a brutal. Mainly because I don't need to do a brutal. Okay. I think we're all good. So there is a chest here as well. That's up there. There's a guard up there I've got to be aware of. I know I need to speak to the prisoners. Chest first, I think. It's because I don't know if my cover's going to be blown the minute we try and get them out. Okay, that's that one done. We've only got one more chest to try and make sure we get while we're here. Let's speak to these guys.
If you would, my lady, free us. Blast open this cell door, and we'll keep a few of those thugs occupied for as long as we can.
So they will keep some of the guards occupied for as long as they can if we blow open the door. So that's what we're going to do. Gotta help them, don't we? Gotta help the prisoners. I've got a feeling Jacob's not going to be here. That's my first thought. Okay, we're going to blow the door. And then we're going to have to move. Your favourite assassin's Ezio. Nice. Favourite game, Rogue or Black Flag? Is that because the sailing, the pirate kind of theme? A lot of people do like Ezio, don't they? His story is very, very good. There's no doubt about that. Hide from the explosives. They're all coming. Are they coming? Which way are they coming? Not because obviously I'm going to go the opposite way to where they are. Now we have got a key, so in theory we should be able to get in whatever we want. There is a chest nearby. Where is that chest? Above us. Okay. So we've got a key to get in, but we can use that as an entry point. Hopefully the prisoners were keeping the guards busy. You really like all that. I'm kind of the same, to be fair. I've enjoyed every character. They've all got their own reasons for being enjoyable. The stories as well. You know, do you know what? One of my favourite characters who is an assassin, but you don't play as him, is Sean. I think... Is it Sean I'm thinking of? His name is Sean, isn't it? The guy who does all the... all the encyclopedia stuff. Sean Hastings. That's the one. Yeah. Just because of his wit. In the encyclopedias, I think how he says things is fantastic. Okay, we'll infiltrate him. Take this guy out.
You've got to get away.
Obviously, we want the unique kill if we can. Gotta have the unique kill where possible. We need to activate the pulley for the unique kill, supposedly. That's what we're going for. Do not get detected is the optional as well.
This work makes me proud, see. It's important work.
I think we're going to do it.
Understands that.
There's a chest below me, isn't there? I can hear it. Activate the pulley.
Yeah. The stretch is good, but it doesn't count, does it? He's dead. So go see what's wrong up there, you simpering ass.
Yes, sir.
Where's he coming from? He's told him to come and check on the pulley system, which we've just dealt with. Obviously, we're going to kill him. Oh, I killed him. I wasn't meant to kill him. I've messed up the unique assassination because I killed him. I think I was meant to wait. Maybe take him prisoner. Something like that. So I've messed that up by taking him out. I just thought that's what I needed to do. So unfortunately, we've got no unique kill. Good evening, Teddy. How are you? But despite the no unique kill, we can still take the guy down. I kind of need an angle, though, unfortunately. Good evening, Earl. How are you? How's things going? Remember, we're not meant to get seen when we do this. Is he going to move from where he is, though? Because if not, I can't assassinate from this angle. May be able to throw a knife at his head. I'm annoyed at myself for missing the unique kill, to be fair. We'll do it that way instead. It's sick, we're getting better. As long as you're getting better, that's the important thing.
Goody two-shoes, is it? You think offering some old hangman's going to change what we do here?
That is disgusting.
What do you think? This was your brother's vision? His inspiration?
I don't believe you.
This is the Jack the Ripper DLC for Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
From this rotten city, but you don't have the balls.
Thanks for the likes, much appreciated.
That's right, and necessary.
Where's Jack? Where's the Ripper?
My day's not been too bad, thank you. Just played a few games with my boy. Still summer holidays, so I did some more recording of Dirt 5 earlier. And a bit of Mario Party as well, which was good.
That vile sadist.
Thanks for the like, much appreciated.
But there's no sign of Jack here. Oh, Jacob, you did not intend to breed this monster. But he is ours to destroy. The legacy of our brotherhood depends on it. I must inform Abeline about what I have discovered here.
So we've got to inform Abeline. I want the last chest before we leave, which is just below us. I want to take this guy out first. So what he said to us, the hangman said when he was dying, was this was Jacob's doing. Where is the chest? Ah, it's up there. Okay. Didn't need to jump down in the end. Yeah, interestingly, he said this was Jacob's doing. I'm annoyed at myself for missing the unique kill, but Jacob inspired this. We know there's a connection between Jacob and Jack the Ripper. How am I liking the DLC so far? I'm actually really liking it. It took a while for them to explain how Evie can do the same things in terms of fear that Jack can do, but once they explained it, it makes sense. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. The movement is similar anyway, other than the fear being a new thing. It's very similar to the main game anyway. Well, from what we know, from what we've experienced so far, the Ripper, Jack, is an initiate, a trainee of Jacob's. And they both travelled to India as well as others to see Evie and the Indian assassin. I completely forgot the name of. They went to see them, and they trained in the Indian way of fighting, which is where the fear factor comes in. But other than that, I don't know enough to really say how Jacob inspired this. Unless I've missed something, but I don't think I have. Currently, we know he is an ex-initiate, forlorn apprentice. We know he's an apprentice, an initiate that was taken to India to train, hence the fear tactics. But what made him go the way he's gone? Why did the hangman just say this was Jacob's vision? Because Jacob has never been... He's never really had bloodlust. He's never really enjoyed killing. He's enjoyed fighting, but not killing. So what is that connection? And obviously, what has Jack done to him?
I need to speak to Frederick Aberline. This is an emergency. Well, where is he? The Ripper has struck again.
Yeah, it could be hate.
Where?
But what caused that hate?
Right.
Something's obviously happened, hasn't it?
Thank you, officer.
Obviously, we don't know yet.
You need to alert the local constable. Send as many men as you can to the old Hulk prisons.
We have the keys. Is Evie releasing the prisoners? It would make sense. She's got here, taken out all the guards, including the hangman. So you may as well rescue them all. Even though they've got Templars on their sleeves, Evie didn't care. Throw them the keys. They are being rescued. Or freeing themselves. I think we did quite well. I'm annoyed at myself for not getting the unique kill. We should have done it. I killed a guy thinking that's what we should have done, and it wasn't. Should have checked first. But other than that, I think we did pretty well there. We did miss a helix glitch, mainly because I couldn't see it. So, if we want 100%, we may have to come back for that. But other than that, pretty good mission. I like the fact it's a different map as well. That's quite cool. So we did get the Templar shootout. We do need to have a look at that as a firearm to see if it's better than what we're using. We'll have a look at that as soon as we can. And what is next for Evie? Hot day at work, 2 people quit. Really? What, because of the heat? To be fair, we had rain here yesterday and a bit today, and it's not helped the temperature. The temperature's gone through the roof. With flooding as well, just to make things worse. I don't know what it's like there, but in the UK, there's no legal maximum temperature that you can work in. There's a legal minimum, but not a maximum.
Jacob's snivelling twin sister thinks she can catch the Ripper, eh?
We are now Jack the Ripper again. No loose ends. Kill the witnesses, kill them all. You can see where his brain, how the way his brain works, and that there's something going wrong there. All the police are here.
This prison was shut down decades ago.
Brutal takedown. Incite fear as much as possible. We are Jack the Ripper after all. Don't need to kill anyone else. We're just going to kill the witnesses. One else can run away. just the witnesses we want. Incite fear wherever we can. More fear there. Right, we're looking for one witness. Kill the person on the floor. The way to send a message. So first witness dealt with. There's two over here. So all of Evie's good at trying to help people escape. Jack is going to tear that apart now. I know they're coming after me. There he is. I'm inciting fear, that's what I say. I want to fight our way out of this a little bit. Who's got a double kill? Double kill with Jack the Ripper is quite cool. I've actually gained one of those. They're all going to go now. Just a nice brutal takedown on the guy I was meant to kill. Oh, no, it was the wrong guy. Let's do this one. Witnesses is down. You still really after me? There you go. Right, two left by the looks of things. One over here. I know the police are all going to come after, but they don't last very long. Especially when you do a few fear takedowns. They stop coming after you pretty quickly. Where's the guy we need to kill? Over there.
How would you like me to serve?
There we go, he's down. Someone's still looking for me. Still got more witnesses to deal with. Are you going to come after me as well? One guy just wasn't fast and forklift. The other guy just gave up. I suppose it's one of those jobs though. You need to be quick, don't you? You've got to get a certain amount of stuff done in a day. So, you know, they're going to need you to be at a decent level. Is there any stairs to go up? Oh yeah, over there. There's a couple of people upstairs. One at least we've got to take out. Destroy the evidence, kill the witnesses.
Here's my favourite hangman. Lookins.
Police are all coming in. Not going to matter by the end of it. They're now all going to be too frightened to come after us. Fear is a deadly weapon. I wasn't meaning to hide. Right, there's someone else nearby over here we've got to deal with. Oh, it's actually evidence to destroy over here. We got a way out. Evie got in from upstairs, so I'm assuming we have a way out from upstairs. There we go. Ah, interestingly, he doesn't have a zip line. I wondered if he would, but he doesn't have one, which is interesting. Right, some evidence to destroy in here by the looks of things. I don't want to spend all my time just fighting everyone, we can just crack on. Oh, you got to be anonymous. Doing what we need to do. Are you guys coming up? Are you staying down? There we go, they've gone.
I'd almost forgotten these. There will be time
You
for
have
more
37 years
games of
experience with
Saucy
onion
Jack
storage. Oh,
once
that's
I've
definitely a
dealt
plus.
with Miss Fry.
I think some people take a job on a forklift thinking it's easy work though, don't they? And it's definitely not. Right, what else have we got? There's one more I think to do. Put the fear spike back on. Oh, he has got. I wonder if he had a zip line, but he didn't show up before, and now it does. So that's interesting. How has Jack the Ripper got a zip line? Then we've got one piece of evidence to destroy. I think is in this building. There they are.
The warder had orders to burn all their personal effects.
Probably a gift from
The
Jacob.
police
Yeah,
must
that's a
not
good point.
find this evidence.
He did, because I didn't
No
think he had
one must
one.
find my guest's
And then actually
personal
it's now
effects.
there to be used. But yeah, you're right, it could be a gift from Jacob, couldn't it? That's the thing. I wonder if there's more to him and Jacob than we know so far. You know, yes, he was an initiate. Jacob must have thought a lot of him to take him to India.
It won't be long before my masterpiece will bring her running right into my arms.
Oh, we stole
I
it.
look
That's the other
forward
thing,
to
isn't
the
it?
Family reunion.
Family reunion. Okay. Interesting words from Jack the Ripper. He could have stolen it off Jacob, actually, couldn't he? Since we think he's you know, kidnapped Jacob, there's always that kind of way of thinking does work. Yeah, for some reason it wouldn't show up, so I just assumed he didn't have one, and then it started showing up, and it wasn't an issue. So Evie went in with the best intentions to find Jacob in the shipyard, freeing the prisoners, even Templars, but Jack the Ripper was having none of it, and decided to kill everyone he came into contact with. No witnesses, no evidence. Clearing up his own mess behind Evie's good work, you could say. And he's looking forward to a family reunion. It's an interesting turn of phrase. Could have been, yeah, you could have put that any other way, but family reunion. At one point I did think, well, maybe it's Jacob as Jack the Ripper. But then obviously the scene we had at the start where Jack the Ripper was chasing Jacob wouldn't work unless it's an hallucination. Then obviously we got the thing about him going to India. Kind of a paid for that one. So, where are we heading next? Let's have a look. Your boss at this shed wouldn't put me on the forklift today. Really? Why? So Evie's next mission that I did want to get some of the side things done, but I think we might as well just carry on main story at the minute, I think. It does make sense. We'll grab the shard since we're next to it. Yeah, I've got a feeling we're not going to go much further than where we've been. I think it's these two areas, City of London and Whitechapel, the only kind of two areas I think we're going to go to. Looking at it currently. But I do want to grab this shard while we're nearby. I know I missed it there. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Your job is, though, to do the forklifts, though, so why would he not put you on it? Okay, we could do the shop as well, really. Just because I would like to refill knives if possible. So we'll go to the shop that's near Evie's next mission. There's side stuff on the way, it would make sense to do it, but there isn't really much on the way to where we're going. That's one way of filling everything back up for free, isn't it? We have got skill points actually as well, we better have a look at those. Spend some skill points. Police officer isn't going to bother with us. A couple of years ago I was told this boss doesn't like... Oh really? But if you're there to do your job, you're there to do your job. So we started with the Model 3 revolver, and we have just unlocked this one, the Templar shootout. So we'll equip that as it's better than what we've got. Master Templars covet this supreme shooter. Trying is believing. Speed +3, quick shot accuracy +1, 4 clip size, and a damage is +1. We'll take it. There we go. Colours, we did unlock a new colour from the gold chest, Bordeaux. Obviously, I don't generally change colours. Skill points, what have we got? We've got 10 to spend, wow. Okay, what do we want? Fear propagation, a calm enemy will become anxious if he sees a frightened enemy. Okay. Closer to the epicenter, enemies in center of exposure instantly get frightened even if they were calm. When you use a spike enemy, you have a better chance of looting it on that enemy. That's a good way of recycling. And you can gain health by performing full brutal takedowns. I'm not too worried about the health situation. I'm liking the idea of recycling spikes. I kind of like that idea, so I think we'll go for that one next. You're too fast and a little reckless. Trophy achieved, up and coming terror. It's not showing me all of it. Crafting. Obviously, there's no point crafting that. Upgrades we don't know yet. Consumables. So I can actually craft my fear bombs and spikes. I didn't know we could craft them. If I'd known that, I wouldn't be buying them anymore. So we can craft those. That saves us a lot of hassle, doesn't it? You go full speed across his yard, you don't like that. Yeah, but that's not a reason not to put you on a forklift, though, is it? We did just gain a new enemy. John Billingsworth. Okay, let's have a quick look at him. I'm assuming this is the guy we just killed, the warder. This bit wasn't up before we took him out, unfortunately. So born 21st of March 1844, John Billingsworth was born in Preston, Lancashire, the son of a labourer. Obsessed with death, executions and torture all his life, he was a hangman for the British government until they sacked him for his excessive taste for sadism. How? You're a hangman but you're getting sacked for enjoying your job, basically. That's, yeah, okay. He would measure the necks of the people he had executed to see how long he could stretch their gullets. The bigger the drop, well, you get the picture. He competed with himself all his life to improve his record. Wow. Mr. Billingsworth found private employ for people in need of his particular talents, and that is how he came to be the chief warder in a private prison in Deptford in 1888. A deep-sea port near London where massive old navy ships were hulked out and converted to house prisoners in living conditions you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. He answered to Mr. Jack alone and believed that his work was right and necessary in order to rip the filth from the heart of London. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a very nice person, does he? He backed into a flatbed. I wasn't watching behind me and damaged a brand new forklift. Yeah, that's not good. You don't want to be backing into a flatbed now, do you? But still, you know, you're working there, that's your job.
You better keep your distance.
If that's your job, that's your job. Why, you know, that shouldn't go against you if you're there to do a job.
You think you're safe?
Is he one of those people that just thinks, you know, whatever he says goes, so it doesn't matter, by any chance? We're going to pop to the shop, just so we can mainly get knives back more than anything else. I don't really use the gun much, to be fair. Just because we use knives more than anything else. Okay, story mission is where we're heading next. And we're right next to it. Or near to it, I should say.
No worries. I got it.
So we'll head to the next story mission and see if we can figure out more to the story. Jacob's connection to Jack the Ripper as well. I'm assuming this is the new site of what happened. Are you going to let me through? I think that, yeah, they will. There's a chest nearby as well. Chest first? I think chest first. Where are you? Over there. Makes sense, we're next to it. Let's grab the chest before we do the mission. Right, back over the wall we go. So, I'm assuming it's in the house. Mother of all crime. Wow. That's a crime scene and a half. This is the murder scene. Yeah. It did comment something else a minute ago. The mother of all crimes. Jack's latest atrocity must be his last. Evie searches anything the monster may have overlooked. Anything that will help her bring an end to the Ripper's reign of terror. Let's have a look. But that is a brutal crime scene to walk into.
Monster. You damn monster!
Oi! You're not allowed in here! Evie! Get a hold of yourself! Go! Out!
Who is she? Tell me quickly!
Tell you? By what right? I am an officer of the law. I am not a member of your secret organization!
Listen to me! Jacob knows.
No, you listen to me. I cannot cover for you much longer. All the evidence points to your brother, your order, you. You need to deliver the Ripper's head on a spike soon, or I'm afraid there'll be nothing to stop my men from arresting you in his stead.
You'll have his head, even if it costs me mine.
Obviously it's personal for her because of Jacob being missing.
By far the youngest at 25. Miss Kelly was found dead here at 10:45 this morning. Her throat had been cut, and her whole head and body mutilated in a fashion which defines the word hideous.
Okay. We know who she is.
He removed her organs, her heart, her dignity. You want me to see you as she did? Imagine the terror she felt. Do you hurt women just to prove you're a man, Jack?
Mary Jane Kelly, this is horrific, revolting. There are no words to describe the savagery displayed here. That's a clue on the wall there. For some reason she won't read it yet. I think she will in a minute. So we've got a kettle here.
The kettle is still warm.
Still warm. So that means this is recent. There's a clue here.
That is a lot of blood.
The blood stain has a straight edge on one side, suggesting that an object blocked the splatter. Well, that would be the door. The door was moved.
I can't make sense of these markings from this position.
There's blood on the door and a strange symbol that resembles the one above the body. Police must have moved the door when they arrived at the scene. Put it in its correct position. What are we inspecting? The rest of the clue.
What's this? Jack must have left these markings for me.
Good evening, Goated. How are you?
To you, Miss Fry, and more to come, unless you do as Jack says. Follow the trail of blood through the looking glass.
Jack wants me to return to the scene of his first crimes. I will do as you say, Jack, until I find you and send you to your own special hell.
What did you discover?
A message for me. The monster is going to lead me right to him, Inspector. I must return to the locations of the Ripper's first crimes.
Don't let your fury blind you, Miss Fry. I would not lose you, too.
If I do die, Inspector, I will take the Ripper with me. Annie Chapman was murdered near a cemetery in Whitechapel.
Okay, so where are we heading? Not too far away, to be fair. Evie doesn't seem scared. That's one thing I've noticed. She definitely doesn't seem scared of whatever Jack's doing. I wonder if part of her thinks she may be able to help him. I know she said, you know, if I have to die to stop him, then I will. I wonder if there's a part of her that thinks, maybe I can help him. Because we know she's met him before. That's the thing. So she knows who he is. That's the thing. Okay. First murder scene is right near us now. While we're here, let's grab the chest. Interrupt that guy's little nap. There we go.
I'm going to have to scare off this lot if I want to investigate in peace.
Right, we have to scare everyone off if we want to investigate in peace. Don't kill anyone. Okay, if we're not allowed to kill anyone, fear bombs is our way forward then, I would assume. Problem is the big guy stops the fear, doesn't he? Calms them down. Okay, don't kill anyone, find the 5 clues. Is there clues there's one right in front of those guys. On the big guy to kind of move away really. Right, they should all run. He's calmed them down though, that's the problem. Remember, we can't kill anyone. That's the optional.
She was here. Where's she now?
Good evening, Dennis. How are you?
She took off just like that.
I don't want to fight anyone because if I kill anyone, that's the optional gun. Ah. Right, we're going to try not to kill anyone. So. Now come and get me. I'll let them all relax again for a minute, I think. That didn't go to plan, did it? There's a helix glitch up here, so we'll grab this while we're here. I think it's up here. Didn't quite go to plan. So not killing people is going to make this extremely difficult. Okay. Try this again, shall we? No, we're still on the DLC, Gary. This is still the DLC. Jack the Ripper is still at large, unfortunately. And Evie is on a mission to stop him. Okay. Kind of want them all gone. The big guy is the problem because he obviously calms them down. I'm not here and you can't see me. That's the clue we've got to get to. What I'm going to try and do is see if I can lead them on a wild goose chase or something. Because that would help us if we can get them away from us for a little bit and get to that clue while they're still searching for me. I know we've got to be incognito when we have a look at it, but the big guy that's going to cause us the issue, especially no killing. Okay, this isn't going to plan. The big guy stops them being frightened, but I've got to get to that clue that's there. Now, we could just kill everyone and be done with it. Good, glad you're good. Good evening, Cass, how are you? The day to say complain, kiss, naked, yeah. I've got no clue what that is, Cass. Right, I wonder if the big guy walks away. Maybe then we can do it. We can make our own bombs. How many do those make? Is that, do you only make one at a time? You only make one at a time. Found a pair of red and black hoodie, and the hood forms a perfect A, just like Assassin's Creed hoods. Nice. Say Alpha Kenny 1 fast and far. Alpha Kenny 1. I'm not going to do it out loud. I'm assuming you say something weird. You say it enough times. I have enough issues with pronunciation. Why are you cussing? I'm not cussing. Right. How are we going to do this? Big guy is going for a walk. Doesn't really go too far though, does he? We need 2 bombs in quick succession to get rid of these guys, I think. Second bomb, they should now go. There's another 2 there, annoyingly. We're out of the radius. I don't want the big guy to calm him down, but I think he's going to. Right. He's gone. Can we get the clue now?
Someone fought here.
Big guy's going as well. Currently. He will come back. Someone fought here. That's 1 of 5 clues. Right, this way. It was all about just trying to get that bit done so we could get the clues.
From Miss Chapman's breast. The second victim of his hideous crimes. He cut off her ring finger. So where is the ring?
Good point. Where is the ring?
Where does it lead?
You said... Oh, is that what you say? The first suggests that she turned around and was given the amount of blood loss. She paused a moment before fleeing again. But she stopped to face Jack and to find some place to hide a clue. She threw something, didn't she? Yeah, she threw something. There was also another clue over here. Let's quickly have a look at this one. Third powerful strike, but still did not slay her instantly. Jack must have relished the terror as she watched her life slip away.
Damn it! Yet another one.
Okay, we're missing half of that one. There's another bit here though. She fell here exhausted, terrified and alone. There was no merciful final blow. Jack must have watched as her life drained away in a pool of blood.
Her assassin ring must be here somewhere.
And we didn't kill anyone. Okay, are we far enough away? A ring must be. We're going to basically look for where she threw a ring, aren't we? I don't get it, no. Say, sure her. But it does amuse me that you want me to say these things when considering my pronunciation is horrendous anyway. Okay, we've got to generate trajectory. Trajectory. Okay, what do we do? Where are we looking? So we think she threw it over from there. So we found the correct trajectory. I can't say the word now. There's the ring. Our Raven's going to take it. Follow the Raven. We're not Dr. Dolittle. Well, we have got to really chase after a Raven. Hello, Mr. Raven. How are you?
Jack wanted to be sure I'd find these rings.
Found it. The Raven's left the ring in its nest. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be fair. Right, we're going to decipher his message as well. Before we do that, can I craft from this position? Nope. Must be anonymous on the floor. I think I can stay anonymous. That's not the issue. Mainly because I've run out of fear bombs, and now I know we can craft them. It makes sense to, instead of spending money, although money's not an issue. The fact you can't press more than one at a time is frustrating. Do it fast and fast ends up from... Oh, okay. Still don't understand that kiss thing, Cass. But then I don't look for these... I don't read about these trends and stuff. Me and my Valve was almost over there actually. There's been a few trends of city things that I can... I think I can kill now, can't I? We did the no killing thing already, so we can kill now. Doesn't affect anything. Yeah, there's loads of trends and things people do, and I don't get it. Well, neither of us do, to be fair. Things like eating, washing up pods and stuff. I don't understand that.
What kind of creed cannot protect its own?
This message was intended first for my brother. Catherine Eddowes was murdered in a small square close to the train tracks.
Oh, kiss means who in your language? Oh, wow, okay. I don't think that was racist, Cass. That's not how it was meant. Right, we've got to go to Catherine Edo's murder scene next. Get past one, go to the next one. At least we don't have to go too far with the Raven, to be fair. Do what Evie does best, over the rooftops. Okay. Go on the other side of the train. The trolling talk, most of the conversation leads to nowhere. It's full of this. As long as it wasn't anything more than that, it's fine. Like I said, I thought you were about to take it the wrong way for a minute, so I just wanted to be sure. Right, other side of the train tracks. Drop down. Right, this is near the crime scene, wasn't it? Again, don't kill anyone, it says. And I'm assuming we need to get into the house. There's a load of police there. And it's a red area. So I'm assuming we're getting in, we have to get, oh yeah, look. And with no killing. That's the thing.
Let us demand the closure of all wicked houses of sin and impurity in our
I must
city.
find the location where Jack murdered his other victim.
We shall petition our most
She was found here on the back with
Majesty,
her throat
Queen
slit and one
Victoria.
ear cut off. Her intestines have been drawn out and displayed by some fiendish design.
Who will avenge the blood of these unfortunate victims?
Gotta be careful because there is a red area nearby.
Into our own hands.
And there's his message again. And we can't kill anyone. I can use fear. And I may need to, because I'm not going to be able to get any past. I'm not going to be able to get past these guys, am I? So I think fear bombs are probably our way forward. There's not many police here, but there's enough that are going to cause me an issue, I think.
What has the government done? Let us demand the closure of all
Or will the police let me pass?
sin and impurity in our city.
Please let me pass.
We shall petition our most gracious Majesty, Queen Victoria.
Not now.
But what if our petition falls on deaf ears?
Did wonder if that was what was going to happen. I mean, I can't. We're not meant to kill anyone. What I need to do, I need to throw a bomb. Right, that should be them frightened enough to leave me alone. They're all gone. So, there are some red enemies here to be aware of. But the police are no longer an issue. They've all gone for a walk.
Signs of a struggle.
So I'm trying to keep up with it. I still don't understand what you're still talking about though. Bloodstains and handprints suggest that Miss Eddowes was fleeing on her hands and knees. Okay, there's 9 clues to find. I missed this one over here then.
That is a lot of blood.
Eddowes was back to the wall here, bleeding profusely. Jack's cut was deep, perhaps to the abdomen. We know he drew her intestines out in the end as well. Is there anything else in this area? No. The next thing is up here then. Right, before we go too far, I want to refill our bombs again. Now I know I can craft them, it just saves a lot of hassle. Knowing I can't kill anyone, got to be ready to scare these guys away if they do this.
This is where Miss Eddowes breathed her last. Humiliated and degraded by Jack. He wanted to punish my brother.
So Jack ended Miss Eddowes' agony here, throwing her to the ground to perform his macabre ritual mutilations. Evie gets kidnapped and Jack comes save her. Jack mostly attacked women, so if it makes sense. But we obviously don't know all the story yet. If Jacob was his mentor, because we know he was an initiate, it would make sense to go after your mentor, wouldn't it? Okay. There's clues up here, so we are going to come up here.
Stop her!
And we've got no killing. Why I made sure we had enough bombs ready. Right, they're all going. Can I now craft more bombs? Got to use fear bombs. We can't kill. Fear bombs do the job. Is Annie alive? Mike wants to know to ask if she's okay. Annie? Who's Annie, Dennis? Or is that to do you talking to Cass again? A bad job story-wise. I don't understand how to support the story, because we don't know what's happened to Jacob. We know Jack was an ex-initiate, but we don't know what turned him into this. So I wouldn't say they spoiled the story. There's still a lot more that's not been explained. There's no way spoiled.
You monster. You murdered every assassin my brother turned against you and your insane creed.
The amount of blood lost suggests that Jack cut Lizzie Stride's throat here, killing her instantly. Kate Eddowes had time to flee. As a Michael Jackson, a smooth criminal, is it? Okay. I'll take your word for that. Alright, still more clues to look for. Why won't this one come up? Yeah, there. She jumped over these crates with Jack on her heels. Her wounds were not so deep as to prevent escape yet. Okay, how many we still got 3 more clues. Wow, okay. Oh, there's one on here that we hadn't looked at.
Follow these traces.
Before I had been following them. She leaped over the wall in a desperate attempt to flee the Ripper. Okay, there's one over this wall over here as well. I think there's 2 here actually. One on here we haven't done.
Splatters.
This splatter is too small to have come from the victim's wounds. The droplets nearest the haystack are barely visible. Suggests the blood-covered object may have rolled or bounced here from another location. And the last one.
More blood
there we go, that's the 9 clues done. Small drops of blood, but not from the fight. The spatter may have come from a small blood-covered object thrown from this position.
Her assassin ring must be here somewhere.
We've got to find her assassin ring. I think I've got to jump off first. I'll do right. When close to fitness, press L2 to display a trajectory. So where do we think she threw her ring? So she leaped over here. Oh, we think the ring bounced this way, didn't we? There we go. We know where it is. It is in the haystack. Here's a joke. Okay. No use poking on the edges. This is going to require a closer look.
Her assassin ring must be here somewhere.
That's the way to search. Jump in the haystack. What do I find a ring in a haystack, is it?
Jack murdered 2 women here. 2 of Jacob's initiates.
Right, no, don't kill anyone. It's still active. Right, so we've got to now read the message. So we need the right angle to read this, which will be down here.
How many more must die before you see the truth? P.S. Your brother didn't listen, so I gave him a double lesson. Your creed failed them, as it failed my mother.
Jack lived around here with his mother as a boy. That's where he's leading me. For Jack, only his mother's death counts as murder.
Okay, so there's a little bit more motive there at least. My favourite music genre is called funk. Ever heard of it? I've never heard of it. I've heard of UK drill, but I've never heard of funk. Funk. Yeah, that's a new one on me. But then I'm not into music. I don't listen to music in general. Language of flowers. Right, next crime scene.
The Ripper didn't murder anyone here.
He didn't, did he? Jack's mother's murder scene. Oh wow, this is where Jack's mother was killed. We're not going to be alone. Fear bomb. Michael takes that in. Really?
I was born here, survived the madhouse and learned from the best, until he betrayed me. Come test your creed against mine.
So Jack thinks Jacob betrayed him.
Go to Jacob! Find Jack!
The murder of Jack's mother marks the day that the Ripper was born. And he blames my brother. Blames the Creed for failing me. What's happening to me?
I should thank you, Evie. Jacob inspired my acts by his treachery, but it's your memory that inspired today's masterpiece.
He's
Kill the
inside my
Jack.
head.
Where was Jacob?
Thing is, I don't know if any of these are real. Are we killing real people? Or is it all a figment of her imagination?
Dragged me to the madhouse.
And this is weird.
What kind of creed cannot protect its own? A dead creed, that's what.
Face me, you monster! Control yourself, Evie.
Jacob freed me from the madhouse riddle radio. He saw something in me and made me assassin. But I grew to see his weakness and knew what I had to do.
No! Please! Please!
All in the head. There's all the people who were fighting. They weren't Jack.
The madhouse. Lambeth Asylum. Jack lures me through the looking glass.
So we're heading to the asylum next by the looks of things. And we didn't kill anyone. That's a big bonus there. The full marks of the mission. Funk originated from Memphis rappers called Funk, and eventually Funk. It's beautiful, but it depends on personal taste. Use an instrument called cowbell. Okay. Right, mission complete. Still another half an hour left, so we've got plenty of time. We've got some more skill points. We can spend those in a second. We're about half an hour, so where are we heading next? Evie's down here for Lambeth Asylum. This is a Monsters Creed family reunion. Wow. Okay, we haven't done anything in the other side stuff, so while we're near some, I think we should have a look at it at least. But while we're also here, let's grab that chest. And we do need to look at... I'm not too fussed about walking into a zone. Mainly because fear works brilliantly. Oh, they're gone. They weren't going to stay once the fear takes over. Okay, what have we got near us? So we have actually got Jack the Ripper's letters to Saucy Jack. Go and have a look at one of these. We haven't seen this before. Fighting or running? That'll be running then. We will actually, before we do any further, let's have a look at skill points. We should have enough. We have got enough. Life Sucker, probably. I'm not worried about health. Enemies in cinemas will instantly get frightened. That's a good one. Calm enemy can actually seize a frightened enemy. Ah, but 1 point off getting both of these. I think we'll go for Fear Propagation. I like the idea of that. We've nearly got all the skills. Only 2 more required. What's his favourite song to dance to? Okay, let's go and look at the Ripper letters. As I say, we haven't done any. It'd be quite nice to actually have a look at some of the side stuff.
Miss Fry, I have helped spread the Ripper's terror through my newspapers. I want to make amends for my part in forging this monster's legend.
Okay, this is why I met this guy that I read about him. Rumours point to an individual believed to have authored one of Ripper letters, making him confess to learn the truth.
Whether or not this Ripper letter is a fake, we cannot ignore the chance that a lunatic and not some misguided newspaper man wrote it.
No. No, thank you. Stuff to do. Well, I'm not too sure where we're heading just yet. Can we see a mark on the map? It's actually right next to us. It's just down there. That is where we're heading. Okay. We've got to locate the suspect and then we've got to make him talk. Potentially he could have written one of the letters. There are police here as well. There's our suspect. We've got to tail the suspect, okay. We need to get close enough then. We're a little bit far away at the minute. Where is he? There he is. Right, where's he gone? Right, we're still in our sights. I want to be out of this if I can help it.
The Rippers captured the world's attention. Maybe some good will come of it. The East End needs to change.
We've tailed him. We've got to frighten him. Well, that means not assassinating him, doesn't it? Obviously, an assassination isn't frightening. So would that be, I think, a bomb, wouldn't it? It will take two. Right, we did find him, so now we just need to talk to him. That's on the right. There he is.
I confess, I wrote that letter, but it was politically motivated. Citizens are starting to demand reforms in this city. The people of Whitechapel need help. Better living conditions.
I was gonna say, that's a bit weird. I wasn't pressing anything. Running into a door we can't open. That is the first of Arthur Weaver's Brooks missions done. We are getting a lot of money for these awards. We're not able to do much with it though, which is weird, isn't it? That's the first one of those we've done. And we've got the extra skill point now. So now, we are only going to have one skill away from having all of them. Because how much time's left, I'm not sure we'll do a main mission. I think we'll stick some side stuff. Mainly because we've only got about 25 minutes left. Let's have a look. What do we got here? Fight Club. Okay. Let's go and have a look at this one. They are different, the side missions. It was explained at the start of how they've changed. Like fight clubs have been reopened by the Templars. Well, not exactly the Templars, to be fair. The Rooks that have turned against the Assassins have actually opened them, but, you know, might as well be. Okay, we've got to close the fight clubs. So once we get here, we've got to close it. And to close it, I'm guessing we need to kill everyone. Or do we need to take part? Are we taking part or are we killing everyone? This is Aberline, isn't it? Let's have a look what we need to do.
My constables and I are grateful for your assistance.
Well, looks like I'm doing. Come on then. Nice double. 2 broken arms to go with it. That's the way to do it. Oh, we've actually got to frighten 15 enemies. Why did I not see that? I didn't see the frighten 15 enemies. I should have seen that. Right, there's more coming in. We've got to frighten 15 enemies, is what it says. So what I may as well do is do the spike attack on the big guy, because he actually stops people with him flying, doesn't he? Right, 2 of 15. But yeah, the big guys are the best ones to do the darts on. The spikes, because they're the ones who calm everyone else down. Oh, I got killed. I was trying to press medicine, it wouldn't do it. I'm actually working in our favour because we missed scaring the people originally, to be fair. And maybe bombs might be better. 15's quite a lot of enemies to scare. We'll give it another go. I was trying to do different things and obviously I'm probably overcomplicating it. Can just drop a few bombs down. Now we've got the skill upgrade as well, so anyone near the epicenter of the bomb will automatically go straight to frightened. That does make life a little bit easier if we wait for them all to be in the center with us. I am keeping an eye on the chat and watching what you guys are saying. I just don't know much about music. Okay, I've got to go back and speak to Aveline a second time, I think. Before we do, we should really make sure we've got everything crafted. So, let's just double check we've got all our smoke bombs, our fear bombs full. Yeah, we have. Spikes, we need to craft a couple. I'm annoyed we can do this one at a time. I think it makes no sense that we can't up the number. What we require. Or just craft all, would be nice. Okay, let's go and speak to Aveline again. I am annoyed we died. We don't die very often. It's annoying when you do. I've got to go over, don't I? There we go. Right, let's try this again. We now know we need to frighten 15 people.
My constables and I are grateful for your assistance.
So let's try this again, shall we? The first couple don't have any brutes, so in theory, we should find these quickly. I need them to be all around me, though. The reason for that is they frighten around the epicenter of the bomb, which is why I was holding off until there was more of them around me. Obviously the brute doesn't count as frightened. May have wasted a spike there, to be fair. Yeah, I think I wasted a spike there. That guy is actually killing his own people. Done 9 of 15. Only 2 more. And that's the optional done. There we go. We are out. Now we just need to fight. So now we can just fight openly and simply because we've done the optional. Although fear still works. It's always important to focus on the optional when you get a chance to, but obviously focusing on it too heavily can go against you. Any more? Any more? Or is that it? Kill the leader. Big guy's coming in.
You want to fight to the death? Come on then, lass. That's where the real money is. Who's with me? Come on.
He's done the smoke bomb. Fear to work on our side as well. Nice to smoke that guy, doesn't he? I'm going to break the fence first. There we go. And he is down as well. Lighted smoke bombs, didn't he?
Thank you for taking another dangerous criminal off the streets, Miss Fry.
Job done by the sounds of it. You're a KSI fan, are you? I know the name. We've gained a knuckle sandwich as new brass knuckles to have a look at. As we gained loyalty level 1 with Frederick Aberline. We've got about 15 more minutes, so we should be able to get another side mission in. I just want to grab this chest. And then we'll have a look at... I don't think we gained enough skill points to do anything, but at least have a look at the brass knuckles. So, weapons... Oh, we actually means we can upgrade our current. I forgot she was using brass knuckles. So knuckle sandwich, the bulkier the sandwich, the bigger the bite. So that's how new brass knuckles on eBay. Because I wasn't used to her having them. We've always used Jacob with brass knuckles. We've had 1 skill point. It's not enough to do anything. Crafting quickly. Let's craft our consumables. Need some bombs again. Yeah, they should make this so you can do more than one at a time. Okay, so that is done. What's near us next? We have got wanted for kidnapping David Jack Emmings. We're nearby. It makes sense to do it while we're here. I should really go to a shop. We did use a lot of health up that time, so put your head to the shop first. But yeah, I don't think we've got time for a main mission, so we'll try and get at least another side one done, if not 2, depending. All of this, the 2 hours in the evening stream disappears so quickly. You don't always feel like you've done that much. Oh, it's already refilled my medicine. Okay, medicine's full. Don't know why. It refilled it for me by the looks of things. So we'll go and do the next side quest that's near us. And since these all need doing anyway, it's always nice to be able to get a few out of the way. Obviously we'll be streaming this again next week in the evening again. Only evening streams, I'm afraid. For those that aren't aware, we are live Saturday evening for Detroit Become Human. I think we're going to look to finish it in that stream, to be fair. But that is our next live stream, Saturday evening. Okay, bounty hunts I like to be high. And then we can suss out what we need to do from a vantage point, I find. We'll bring the target back alive. So what do we got? Targets all the way over there. There are police nearby. I know there's chests here as well. This one will quickly drop and get. The other one, I think if we try to get it, it could get us into some trouble maybe. Or we may be able to get it without being seen. Would like to get it without being seen, because that way it doesn't mess up the mission. If the guy runs, and then we've got to try and chase after him. It's a pain in the butt to chase after him. So, let's scout out who's around. There's a couple of enemies, a couple of police officers. And we need to bring this guy back alive, so we are going to need to take out his bodyguard. Okay, police officers. There's 2 police officers talking.
Just finishing off the good work the Ripper started. See?
He's only got 1 bodyguard, so we do need to take him out.
Be the better for it.
I want them to stop chatting. If he turns his back, we should potentially be able to grab him after taking out his bodyguard. And then it will just be the police to deal with. As long as we take it slow. We haven't got the skill now to stop them trying to get away from us, so we have to be ready to press the X button when he tries to struggle. Can we get out that way? No. And he will struggle, like that.
Let's go for a stroll.
Okay, we've got to keep away from the police, because they will come and try and stop us, so we've got to take it a bit slowly. Okay though, as long as I don't let him go of him and he runs away, because that's a pain to get him back. I think we're okay. Where's my vehicle to put him in? That's the question.
Scream and it'll be your last.
Had this last time. Vehicles don't show up that easily. I've noticed with these. It's across the road from us.
We're going to take a walk.
Okay, can't let him go now. Let's chuck him in. How the don't see mate?
Here now.
I've never heard. I've heard of KSI, but I've never seen him anything he does. I've not seen his boxing matches or anything. To be fair.
There you are.
Yeah, let's go and deliver this guy. At least it's another side quest done. For those that are wondering as well, we will be starting Ghost of Tsushima 5th of September. It'll be a morning live stream, so 4 hours is the plan. That's why we're holding off, so we can actually dedicate a decent chunk of time to the first time we play it. That's why we're holding off, for those that aren't aware.
Easy girl.
There we go, we're here.
We'll be glad to see him behind bars. Thank you.
It's all in one person. Avaline's happy. Another mission done. So, what have we got? 10 minutes. We should be able to get another side quest done in 10 minutes, shouldn't we? Has to be when there's not one near us, doesn't it? Walk of Shame. Let's go over there. And there's a gold chest to grab as well. But I'd like... Yeah, Walk of Shame. That's something we haven't done yet either. So I've actually been able to do these side quests. They're different to what we did previously, so it's quite interesting to see. Walk of Shame was one that interested me when it came up and said about these missions, just because it's different. But what it involves, I'm not too sure. I probably should have gone high to get here, to be fair. May have made more sense. Not a million miles away though. But obviously the bounty hunts are as they were. There's no real difference that way. Bounty hunts are the same. Just seems to be, you've got to be more tactical with those though. You can't just rush in. You've got to think about what you're doing and who's going to see you do it. Now, if there's an alleyway, we'll grab this while we're going past. It's an illustration. One of those done. There's only 4 in Whitechapel. We'll have a quick look at it just to see what it is. Sometimes they're interesting, sometimes they're not. This is dinner in the City of London. There we go. Other people who have we just met? Oh, okay. So they're all the victims. That's not an issue. Right. Let's see if we can get this Walk of Shame mission done. Curious to what it's going to involve. Let's have a look. Shameful abuse. The gruesome murders of Jack the Ripper and sensationalist newspaper coverage has inspired other crimes. Many more prostitutes will come to harm if you don't stop the miscreants operating in London's train stations. Okay. We've got to stop the miscreants. Stop the client from being violent by any non-lethal means possible. When successful, bring the abusive client to Nelly. You must publicly disgrace and shame the client by travelling through crowds on the way back to Nelly. Oh, wow. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Similar to a bounty hunt, though, but you want people to see you this time. That seems to be what it's about. Will Smith getting... I see, I've never really seen Nick Kids or anything. My boy was never into it. Remember, non-lethal. And there's a time frame to get there by.
You
got him.
act naturally.
This is not what you think, please. My reputation will
I'm
be
walking
sullied.
quickly because there were some guys after me from behind. I don't know where I've got to take him. But we're trying to walk them through people. That walk of shame profile needs to get higher, it seems.
Simple dissection. What's all that? Should I be concerned? What's happening?
Let's do this the easy way.
Shame meter doesn't seem to be going up very much. What he was going to, it doesn't seem to be. Keep walking.
If you want to live, don't make a sound.
Not really walking like expensive. Yeah, that shame meter is not really going up. I thought it would. I'm trying to get to the main street, because I think that will help. Yeah, ever slightly, but not massively. We're escorting through a crowd. That's what it's telling us.
We're going to take a walk.
Let me go.
I think that's what the marker on the map is, a bluey kind of green icon that's now shown up.
What's going on over there?
I think that's the crowd we got walking through, or near to that.
Noise, just
Have a quick look on the map. Yeah, so these are crowds. And we're going to have to walk him through a crowd to be optional. So we need to aim for this crowd that's here. Which, there should be an alleyway leading to it, actually. Make life a little bit easier. It's a red area, so we've got to be a little bit careful.
What's happening there?
There should be an alleyway just here. Obviously I don't want him to escape, because that's going to be the worst thing to happen. There's a crowd though. Don't let him run away.
Slice of throat.
Ah. Well, I didn't want to walk into the red area, but we got him again.
Why don't I rip your empty head off?
Don't fight me. Right, that should get rid of the people that are here. I want to kidnap them. Why are you shooting? Don't stop shooting him. He's meant to walk of shame, not let you kill him. I pick him up. Oh, there's still someone over there. Can't aim. Oh, are we clear now?
Don't touch me, you banshee!
I think we've got him again. Walking him through the crowd didn't really go to plan. We're going to try this again.
don't make a sound.
I went badly wrong very quickly.
Looks exciting.
Do you think he did right? Well, he did right. It's a difficult one, isn't it? To be fair. I think he defended his other half, which, you know, it's never going to be a wrong thing to do that. I don't think. But you don't know what history and stuff there is between them all. But yeah, if someone had said something like that about my wife or my other half, I would have had an issue. It's annoying we keep getting attacked. We're trying to get this guy to walk of shame, and we just keep getting attacked. You better not be running away. He's still here. He hasn't ran away at least. I've got another guy coming after me. Right. We've got him back again. I'm going to hopefully walk through this crowd here. I hope there's no more enemies around.
What's happening over there?
Right, we walked him through a crowd. Didn't get a massive reaction, but we did walk him through a crowd.
Looks like bother to me.
Definitely not gone well, this. That's a dead end.
I don't want to hurt you. Walk.
Okay. Up the stairs. Obviously get back onto the main street if we can. It hasn't gone to plan by any stretch, but we did definitely go through a crowd. The fear factor's not brilliant. Or the embarrassment.
Easy now. Don't
Oh, really? Enemies stopping us every turn. Right, got him again. Are you? Oh, he's down again. Come on, stop running away from me because people keep seeing us.
Don't make a sound.
Right, where are we heading? What is the best way out of here? Up the stairs. All this hassle. Just to walk of shame with someone. Come on, out of the way. There's another crowd here. We're going to use these. There we go. It's definitely gone for a crowd now.
Act natural.
Let me go.
Hoping there's the alleyway. No, it's dead end. It's annoying. Right, we've got to find a way out of this alleyway to get back to the main road to then take him to where we need to.
Let's go for a stroll.
No alleyway yet. Out of the way.
What on earth is going on over there? What's all
No.
that? Is there a row over there?
Right, I think this is an alleyway.
Scream and it'll be your last.
Yeah.
What is that?
Right, we'll stick to the main road. We've been through 2 crowds, so it should work in theory. I think we've got it done. It definitely wasn't the easiest thing we've
I
done.
don't want to hurt you. Walk.
I know I'm running with him, but it's only because we've been doing this a while. Right, I need to slow down because there's an enemy
We're
there.
going to take a walk, you and I.
Walk on, my beauty.
Obviously, I don't really want him running away again. It's happened enough times as it is, to be fair.
Let's do this the easy way.
Right, this is our delivery point. There we go. You think he did just wrong place? That's the thing, isn't it? Oh, someone upset someone we lost the like.
Did you think you could treat us like dogs just
It's
because
not a
we're
big deal.
Donnies?
Happens all the time.
No, truly, I'm
Doesn't mean it's
sorry.
upset someone.
I won't do it again.
You'd better not, if you know what's good for you.
Okay, we've managed to get it done. It is done, luckily. But how? What? So, shame the client by escorting through a crowd. We definitely did that twice, and it said we didn't. That annoys me. We definitely did that twice because that's what took so long and made it more difficult. But there we go. Where someone's... Yeah, that's, you just don't know what goes on behind closed doors, though, do you? Right, unfortunately, we are out of time for this evening, but there's everything catch up with it. We did just unlock a large spike pouch. Earned another skill point as well. I think that's everything. It is. So let's have a quick look at the upgrades. This is our first one we've been able to do. So we have a larger spike pouch now. We can hold 8 instead of 4. Which is quite good. Do I need to restock? Yes. Someone will give me them for free, is it? Okay. I think that was it. That's all we unlocked was the spike pouch. £30,000 in the bank. We can't spend it on really anything. Kind of, if you can't, other than consumables, if you can't spend the money, you shouldn't really be earning it, I don't think. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, that is everything for tonight. We are out of time. What I'm going to do is come out. I know this, as I say, this week's been a bit up and down with streams. Well, it hasn't been up and down. It's gone exactly as I planned it to. But for you guys, it's probably been a bit lacking, I'm afraid. But it is the same next week. The week after may change, but I'm not sure yet. It depends what's happening. As my other half is off for the week, so she might take the boy out. And if she does, we may get some time. But it all depends on what her plans are. This week, though, no live stream tomorrow. We're back Saturday evening for Detroit Become Human, where you guys are in control. 9:30 PM GMT. And I think we're probably going to finish it, to be honest. We're at that point in the game. I think we might be finishing it by the sounds of things. The scheduled video for next week will go live on Sunday afternoon, 1 PM GMT, as always. So have a look at that for next week's live streams. It will be pretty similar to this week, to be fair. Obviously, we still got some Valhalla stuff to do. Chronicles still needs doing. I've kind of focused. Well, obviously we did Genshin this week, and we'll do Genshin again next week as well. I want to focus on Syndicate, so I want to make sure we're completely done with it before we start the DLC. Start Ghost of Tsushima. So I'm trying to make sure that's the focus. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to work it all out. But there is daily content on the channel as well, so keep a lookout for them videos if any of that is of interest to you. We are done for this evening. As always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. Even if I didn't understand the conversation between Cass and Dennis, thank you very much. We will see you on Saturday evening. If you can't make it, then have a good weekend, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your morning, your evening, or afternoon, wherever you are, and we'll see you soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.